Sports coverage of the NFL on this fine afternoon brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good one here in the AFC, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And there's no doubt about the talent that we see from C.J. Stroud. We've watched it develop in his first 2 years in the league. But the best way quarterbacks are graded is winning. He's out there trying to win his third division championship in as many years.
Stroud looks to throw on the first play. And his throw is incomplete.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. On a slant, here's Collins. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. The number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And when I watch him play, all I think about is the word improvement. Every season in the league, he finds a way to get better and has become just as dynamic with his arm as he has with his legs. 41 touchdowns, just 4 interceptions in 2024. His big goal now, getting his team to a Super Bowl. Plenty of success during the regular season. Now they want to win at playoff time.
The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
2nd down at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 3. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On the counter, it's Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This now a 3rd and 4. Jackson To the right side, into the hands of Flowers.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away.
And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. First carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13.
Dafe Owe so quick, and he gets to him there behind the line.
Boy, you go 3 and out on your first drive, and that's not the way you want to start this drive either. Doesn't seem like they're really into it just yet.
No, first 4 plays, you don't want to call it a disaster, but not looking very sharp. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And all the way to the opposite 45. A huge play there for Houston. 42 yards.
First down, Texans.
Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now it's the former Badger, Dare Ogunbowale. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Throwing now is Stroud. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter. But that time, they were up to the challenge.
Here's Tommy Townsend now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Trouble trying to middle here. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
2nd and 10. Now Stroud.
Throw left side complete. That's Higgins. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Stroud looking to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Christian Kirk, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Texans are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But, boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Now it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Running from the gun with Henry.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
That is caught. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
Not quite enough for the first, almost. Give him 9 instead, so that leaves him with an enviable 2nd and inches.
Here's Henry.
And he'll go down at the 28.
43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Now it's Jackson.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for another Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
A first down carry for Henry. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's Jackson. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
Tackled back at the 7-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. From the gun, Jackson. Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
4th down, here's Jackson. There's Flowers, he's got it. Touchdown Ravens. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Stroud to throw it. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Houston.
What is the deal? The first call.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
Henry out of the pistol. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw is Jackson. Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down at the 33-yard line.
A throw out wide, caught by Hopkins. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Jackson will throw again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another 1st down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. They go play action with Jackson.
He'll get this to Flowers, left side.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
That's caught. It's Flowers. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Henry is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Isaiah Likely.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Luke now for the extra point.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen, ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Texans back out there and ready to go.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And Stroud now to throw.
Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Jackson. And this one nearly picked off. Well, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Quick strikeout wide by Jackson.
Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
Fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And the Texans will take over.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Stroud.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And that's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd down and 4 yards to go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing now is Stroud.
That's complete. It's Collins. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Now Stroud. Another one caught by Collins.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
You think about the great receivers in the game, what do they have in common? The ability to create separation in their routes. Whether it's a head fake, a sharp cut, selling a different route, the subtle bump, it's a tough skill to teach. And this is well done here to get open and pick up the first down.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This 2nd and 4. Again, it's Stroud. He'll get it inside the 20. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Draw play. This is Henry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Officially, they'll call that a 9-yard pickup there. It leaves them in a good spot here. Second down and inches upcoming.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A short one there, caught by Likely. And he will have a Ravens first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just a yardage loss, but gain a few extra.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. In motion left, Flowers. Jackson now. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Jackson's going to try the sneak. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and goal.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. 84 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Henry again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line.
He tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal.
A couple extra tight ends are in. 3rd and goal from the 1. Jackson will keep it. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Texans 10.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Stroud keeps it. And he is going to have a Texans first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
He ran it last time. Now Stroud will throw it. Trying for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A handoff here to Ogunbowale. They
he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
At the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up
3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Stroud looking to throw. He'll get this to Ogunbowale out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
This is like watching paint dry.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Stroud to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. A beautiful fake. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Still 9. Throwing is Jackson. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. And now out comes Houston.
And at this stage in the fourth, they need to work this into the end zone. A field goal doesn't do much. We'll see if they can cash in following the fumble recovery. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Stroud.
And completes it to Kirk over the middle. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll send Kirk in motion right. Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. On the bootleg, Stroud. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Chubb going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
Stroud sets up the play action.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Christian Kirk with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2.
The Texans will line up for the two-point conversion.
They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted a tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Ravens offense back out there. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A short throw caught by Andrews. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
The quick, and he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
On his loop for the extra point.
And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So Stroud and the Texans Down 28-21. Just over 2 minutes to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. Throwing to start the drive. Stroud. Open man is Kirk, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Stroud to throw it. This one caught downfield by Higgins. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
26 yards. And the Texans first down.
This is 1st and 10. Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock.
2nd and 10 at the Ravens' 27-yard line.
Here's 2nd down. Here's Stroud. That's caught again by Schultz. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Stroud. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he is going to have a Texans first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Here's 2nd down and 3. Now Stroud. He drops this off to Ogunbowale. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Here's Stroud. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. That's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
Luke now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Texans take over first down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here. One final shot for C.J. Stroud.
And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time is run out on this ball game.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brand, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.